you can read up about everything. The last product I'm going to talk about before we bring up, I think that's the testimonies, is called Emulin. Emulin is was invented by Dr. Ahrams, who is a two-time Nobel Prize nominee, which is huge for this product. And Emulin actually manages inflammation in our bodies by controlling the carbs and sugars that we take in from our foods. And he has found that when you manage the carbs, you manage the sugars, and you manage that inflammation, it gives your body the ability to heal itself from so many things. And inflammation actually, leads to things like obesity and arthritis and diabetes, and there's so many things that stem from inflammation in our body because it's our body's reaction. We do have two formulas, a formula M, which is for everyone for maintenance, as John Harenza says, and formula C, Emulin C, controls our blood sugar. So that's the one I take. I grew up with hypoglycemia and I feel amazing. I just take one every single morning and I feel so great on this product. Again, we don't make any claims, but I always say there's so many amazing testimonies. And what if the product works for you? What if you help someone that you love? I'm sure you're thinking of somebody right now. And again, valentusproducts.com is where you can definitely get more information.
All right. It gives me a great pleasure to bring up the man of the hour tonight, the gentleman that my wife Dawn and I had a pleasure to meet him and his wife just a short time ago. But we feel like we know both of them, and we've known them for our whole lives. That's how we feel.
Oh yeah, he's the reason we joined. It was a phone call.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got to spend some time with Dave Jordan. At the last event we were at, I've been on the phone with him multiple times. I can tell you, from my perspective as a distributor in his company, this is a gentleman who knows how to build companies because he's been in the trenches and done it himself and had massive success. He's very well capitalized. He's worth a lot of money. So this company is solid. And I want to bring him up and I want to have him share with you his heart and about the timing of Valentus. So Mr. Jordan, if you're with us, I'd love you to take the call.
Can you hear me okay, Bill?
I can, loud and clear.
We can hear you.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me on tonight. I know in the beginning of the call, Rebecca and then Rob were talking about, timing and time freedom. And, my background comes from sports. And, I worked with America's #1 home-based business called eBay. But the only problem with that was back in 2003, I learned to read and write with that company. So it's been incredible. But the thing about it is that, I was working 90 hours a week, doing all my own listing, doing all my own wholesaling, doing all my own buying, all my own selling, shipping, everything myself, and 90 hours a week. When I discovered network marketing, I realized that you could work 90 hours an hour, and through time leverage, through, working with people like Rob was saying, working with John Aremza and yourself and Dawn and the leadership to duplicate your efforts. And that's the one thing that always intrigued me about this industry. I come from a big family. I got 13 brothers and sisters, and I grew up in South Chicago. My dad was a police officer. And, the thing about it is I have an 8th grade education. So I was not one of them people that went to college or, graduated high school. I was a great baseball player. I always say if I would have probably graduated, I might have made the minors and then the majors. And that's just something back then. And I was also an amateur boxer. But the one thing I loved about, small businesses, the day I quit school, I started my own business, and I was in sports and sports memorabilia doing trade shows around the United States, all over the country and in Canada. And the next thing I was making more than my father. And it just turned into a massive business. And in 2003, eBay was introduced to me, and I couldn't read or write. So I'm spelling things wrong. I learned how to spell through that. But when they were talking about the time freedom and the time leverage, everybody out there that's on this call, like you said, owning a McDonald's, owning a Kentucky Fried Chicken, owning a Subway. Yeah, you could do well with that. But for the first 5 years, you got to pay off the loan and work 90 hours a week because you're trying to get everybody to do what you do. And the one thing I love about network marketing, it's an even playing field. Everybody can get in for $20, a one-time fee. Most companies charge you $20 a month, just for the software, just for the back-end software. Well, we've got the best software and we give it to you. And also, like we were saying, the products. I mean, we've got, 29 products, soon to be 30. And, 5 of those products can launch any company single handedly. And we're talking about timing. The timing of it is, we're now 6 years old. So the timing of it, Bill, when you came in was way better than when John came in. So, we're looking at, we've stood the test of time. We're backed by hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. And, basically, I tell people, I'm not in Valentus to become wealthy and rich because I'm already wealthy and rich. But I came into Valentus to enhance people's lives. And when me and Joyce are off this earth, you'll come to my grave or you'll look at my tombstone and it'll be a V and it'll say, enhance the lives of millions of people. And that's what I want. This is my legacy company. My retirement is my sports. My legacy is Valentus. But all I can say about timing with this company, we are shipping from 5 different facilities now. We've come so far. We're debt free. We're based out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I've committed myself to sell my dream home here in North Dakota and move down to South Dakota to become, an in-house CEO, so I could be there every day, hands-on with everything that's going on with the company. And I just believe that in the next 3 weeks after this move is completely done. I mean, you got to understand, Bill, this is 40 plus semis of my sports business getting moved to Sioux Falls. And, I'm moving all my good stuff. And that's been like 5 U-Haul trucks of different things that are, millions and millions of dollars in value. But it's all coming down with me. And then me and Joyce are going to come back and forth and see our moms once a month or whatever and have a condo here. But I mean, it's a commitment. We've committed to this and we've committed to the teams. And you've been to Sioux Falls. You've been there with Don, and Rob and Rebecca Bunce have been there too, and they know that it's the real deal. They've been in my office. They've been in my condo. They know where this company's going and where we're growing and what we're doing. And all I can say is, everybody on this call tonight, just give me one chance. I don't need two. I told that to Bill the day that we talked, and he flew in and met me, and I just told Bill, just give me one chance. I don't need two, because we're not in this to take your money or to do this. We're in this to enhance lives. We're in this to help people. We're in this to show that the industry could be great again. And the industry could, not have greed and not have a lot of people that get hurt. We want to have people have John Aremza type stories. He made $4 million last year. And that's just, I'm just so, I got to pinch myself to know that somebody else in this world was, made $4 million off a company that I created. And it's just a great feeling to see people come up to you and, and say, Dave, thanks. You changed my life. I've got a dream job now. I can go all over the world. I can do this. I can do that. It's unbelievable. And all I can say is, Bill, the timing of this company to be here right now, as we grow, as we're moving, as we're growing, the timing has never been better to be a part of this company. So I'm excited. I appreciate you inviting me on tonight. And like I said, you can call me anytime. You and Don and, Rob and Rebecca, I've been on calls with them. I'm just excited for you guys, and I'm excited for the entire team. And I really am excited that you guys, asked me to be on this call tonight. And like I said, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Dave, thank you so much. I have a funny story for you. So when I was on the phone with you earlier today, and you were telling me about the load that you were running, and you didn't want to do it at night, you said I have a $50 million load I'm running, and I don't want to get a flat tire. And my son said, "Boy, that's really crazy." How he said so casually he has a $50 million load in the truck.
Yeah, it is crazy. I mean, it's not money, but it's what it's worth. And when you're hauling baseball cards that are 1952 Mickey Mantles, just go on the internet, type one in, and see what they're valued at. I mean, the thing is it's been an incredible business for us, but it's given me the opportunity to launch Valentus in 2014, and the company is backed by, I couldn't tell you. I mean, I got offered a substantial number for that collection. I said no. And my wife, couldn't believe I said no to the number that was offered for that collection. And it's just, like I said, it's not time yet, but it will be time. Like I said, Valentus is my legacy. Sports is my retirement. So someday all that stuff will be gone and I'll be retired. But, Valentus is my legacy. So I'll always be doing it. And it ain't going anywhere. We ain't going public. We ain't going to sell to anybody. We're not going to, this is what we stand for. So I really appreciate you inviting me on tonight, Bill.
We know it, Dave. We feel it. Thank you so much. It permeates through the whole company, your enthusiasm and your spirit. Thank you so much for all you and your wife do. That was amazing.
You got it, brother. You guys take it easy. And great call tonight. Great webinar. I'm sorry I couldn't be on that side of it, but like when you're moving, everything gets unplugged and you kind of, sitting there, you have to make the best workout with whatever way you can do it,
We
Get the job done.
appreciate you getting on.
Thank you so much.